Wondering if that has if that works fine. So if I open the audio, sounds good. If I open the audio, it does. I'll open it on my phone so I can see the chat, and then I'll just I'll leave the phone here. And then I'll do. Where's the stream link? Copy. Stream. Go back to here. It's been a while since I've done anything on this channel. I don't usually post community posts or anything. I think this will be the channel that I go back to once the other channel that I'm using gets too many strikes and gets deleted. But I thought I'd do the stream here because I just uploaded a new video on the old channel. I don't want to go live right after a video upload. Reduce that a little bit. Yeah, because I don't know if many people in this channel even know where I've been. Because I might just edit a quick video and release it here and just say I'm back or something, and then link it to the other channel. But I just want to give it some time so that I'm actually active on the other channel and not just for 1 month and disappear again. Let's reduce it even more. Got a slight background noise. I think this channel is basically like dead. Like I doubt YouTube recommends the stream or anything to anyone because I don't think I've uploaded a video in here for like 3 years. I think it's been like I haven't been active in here for 3 years, apart from like a community post or two. The link to the new channel. I think on second glance, I should have just left the videos up and had the channel get nuked because it really didn't matter whether it stayed or not. Especially since I migrated everything to the new channel, and but oh well, something to learn from for the new channel when that gets nuked. Because I've got a lot of videos scheduled. Like I went through my plan of like videos that I have, and it's literally a full month's worth of video, like 17 years worth of videos, which is yeah interesting. And it's like 15 or 20, I think it's like 22 different series, not including the fight videos that I'd promised to do for fans essentially. They got this as well. Put that here. Yeah, because if I go to the this is the list of. I think I'll keep this stream public. I don't mind. Just so that people know that I am active, especially on this channel, since I don't really stream on this channel or do anything on this channel. So if people look around and find this video, then I think, yeah, I'll keep this public for those 2, 3 to 10 people that may look around and look for this channel. This is all the YouTube videos that I have planned for the next 17 odd years, 15, 20, let's say 15 to 20 years. And it just keeps going. Just keeps going. One thing that I like doing is this season-ish content where I get the voice actors from the anime. Not voice actors, but the voice lines. Yeah, 15 years worth of content. It just keeps going. Like I'm scrolling down, it's like it's still at 4,000 now. More fights. I think it's like 500 fights. Yeah, 4,657 that I put on this Excel sheet. It's probably like 5,000 videos in total. With like everything else in between. Because I want to be active. And I've been active so far for the past 2 weeks or so. Like back to usual kind of thing. I mean, I don't even care if it's something that's not relevant. I'm not really doing it. Like I'm not picking specific series that get views. I'm just picking specific series that I'd like to get done. So like if I go to the top, One Punch Man. Obviously, I'm not a huge fan of the current season that's airing, so I'm doing the season aspect and the fight videos. Hunter x Hunter, obviously there's no anime and I love that manga, so I'm doing that. Siren, I enjoyed reading that up to I had to pause it after, I think, when I reached chapter 67. And that's like doesn't have an anime. I don't think anyone knows what that is. But it just obviously doesn't have an anime, and I want it to be in Mesh manga. The Climber doesn't have an anime, and I want to read it in this format. Like it's all series that don't have an anime, or they had 1 season or 2 seasons and never had an anime after. It's like videos for myself basically to enjoy the content. I've got new series to do videos on as well, because obviously Ichi the Witch, I'll do like a few weeks worth of chapters. I'm not sure if I'm going to do chapters like weekly as soon as they come out. I'll try like 3 or 4, but I might leave it as a series that I do when the volume comes out, because I like the volume quality more. But we'll see how it goes. But yeah, because like I say, it's a lot of videos. That's gonna keep me active for a long time. Thank you. I like this format. I'm trying to look for a good text-to-speech AI that can use specific voice actors, so that for other series that I do, I can have as close, not exactly voice acting, but have text-to-speech that sounds good, that doesn't sound too choppy or anything, because that'll increase the quality of the video a bit more. Especially, maybe not for like the daily just chapters on its own, like manga chapters, maybe I'll keep it unlocked, but for like when I'm doing seasonal type content where like for this one, I'm doing One Punch Man season 3 manga, episode 1, 2, 3, so on and so forth. I'll try to get voice on top of that, and then maybe even get to a point where I try to find ways to extract the SFX as well and apply them as well, so that it's as close to anime as possible. Obviously, bar the movements because I don't really have time to move everything else in the panels as well. But yeah, I want to keep getting better.
がろうと。
I think I'll do up to here, but then I'll just cut the audio a little
そう
bit.
いえばあの時。
Thankfully, these type of videos are really quick to edit because I don't have to like read. Because usually when I'm editing the normal motion manga videos, I'm reading out the panels because that's the pace that I like them in. Slow pace where I'm not reading it in my mind like fast reading, but when I'm reading it fairly slow to not just read what's on the panel, but also and out loud, but to also kind of see what's happening in the panel. But with these type of videos where there's episodes and there's voice acting, I just have to play it
そういえばあの時。
and then just drag it.
なんじゃどうし。あの。
I have to reorganize some stuff.
あの食い逃げ犯。 心当たりがあるのか。 なんじゃどうした。
And then drag this here, say about here.
心当たりがあるのか。
And I also have to find time to shorten the amount of OSTs that I have and organize them. Because I've got a lot of new OSTs that I haven't used yet. But they're in a folder and I haven't gone. That's what I'm listening to right now, is some of the newer OSTs, but I haven't organized them. And I got OSTs that I have in my like battle and kind of scary OSTs and emotional OSTs and story OSTs, but I haven't organized them into their own subsection. Because story OSTs can be like backstory, chill moments, kind of eating and everything, and it's so much easier to find the OST for the moment when it's subcategorized into a different folder rather than going through thousands of OSTs to find the one for the scene. But I need to find the time to do that. It's
ことを追いかけた時に。せっかく買った白菜。ファミレスに忘れてきた。ファミレスには。あいつのことを追いかけた時に。心当たりがあるのか。せっかく買った。
I think he.
心当たりがあるのか。ガローと。さあ。心当たりが。あの食い逃げ犯。なんじゃどうした。
I see. I bought snapper cabbage.
あいつのことを追いかけた時に。せっかく買った。せっかく買った白菜。ファミレスに忘れてきた。
Yeah. The annoying thing is, yeah. And the perfect OST. I think one of the things that me personally that I think kind of puts me at a higher level than like the normal manga editor, and gets me closer to like the Soul Madnesses and the Dorzo and the can't remember the name. I know there's a few, but I can't remember the names right now. Those are the two that come to mind. Is the range of OSTs that I have, where I'm not using the same like 20 OSTs, and every OST that I have is like it feels like it's curated for that scene. What I feel like anyway when I watch my videos. Um,
俺が回収してきます
this is a disaster.
俺が回収俺が回収してきますいいかんしてきますいいかんジョノス君その体では無理じゃいやそんな白菜ぐらいで
楽しそうに
いやそんな白菜ぐらいで
That's the door. I'll just delete it.
そんな白菜ぐらいで
I'm glad. And the thing is, I don't even like try to like when I'm looking through an OST. How I select an OST is essentially I read through the scene, I go to the folder, and just listen, and like, oh, that fits. Thankfully, you guys have similar taste. Some people obviously don't, but I encourage them to download the video and replace with the OSTs that they enjoy, because I won't change the OSTs just to fit in like more popular type OSTs. I'll use whatever OST is available that impacts the scene.
楽しそうね
But yeah, it's been interesting finding so many OSTs because I've got a lot of OSTs, and obviously OSTs are unlimited. There's always every new season, 8 months after there's a new OST, so I'm always finding something new.
また戻ってきたか地獄の吹雪
The only annoying thing is there's a decent chunk of them are blocked.
吹雪まだ何かあるのか
咲いた
Which doesn't help.
何かあるのかあるのか
Yeah.
あるのか
咲いたま
Yeah, I'll put this here. Yeah, because I was editing earlier. Because the reason why I even started streaming is I was editing earlier, and I'm literally about to fall asleep. Because I was so knackered yesterday. It's been a fairly long week at work, whilst I'm also editing, and I've been doing a lot, and I've been staying fairly late at night. Because I'm working from 8, 9, depending on what time I wake up, until 5, 6, sometimes 7. Getting back home, cooking dinner, and then editing One Punch Man right now. And end up like editing, and I'm not just editing this episode format thing. Editing 5 videos and editing the Garo versus Orochi fight to be motioned as well. So I've got so many projects right now. And I'm so tired, but it's only 1 p.m. and I need to. I don't want to sleep so early. Because I passed out when I got back home yesterday at like 8 p.m. and woke up at like 2 a.m. So it's just like completely ruined my sleep, and I don't want to ruin it even more by sleeping now.
咲い
I'm
た
hoping the streaming will just and talking will wake me up a bit, and make me do some editing. Because then at like 5 I can get to bed, watch some episodes. Because I don't think I'll be able to do anything at 5. I'm already tired as it is. Like 5, 6, say I'll get to bed and then and try to sleep. See how that goes.
咲いたまやってくれたわね
Because I want to do this. I think it feels like the passion that I had for motion manga. Obviously, it's always existed because it's not like I'd ever disappeared. I had like gaps in between where I didn't upload for like a few months or a year or something. I don't think I've ever had like a more than a year gap. But it feels like the passion has gone back even more. Where I'm like as consistent as I was in my first 2 years, when I was uploading a video a day, doing Record of Ragnarok chapters, solo leveling chapters, the Record of Ragnarok fights, and all of that. Like I'm remembering that love that I had for it, as much as I did back then. With so many projects going on at the same time.
これは白菜。なぜ吹雪が。
But yeah, it's which is yeah, I'm enjoying it, and I want to make the most out of it, because this type of like huge motivation won't be there forever, and I want to make sure that it stays there as long as possible. And I just keep pumping out videos, because I think the daily videos is possible, because I've gotten so much faster than I used to be, like 5, 6, well, it's been 8 years now, 7 years, yeah, 7 years now since I started editing. Or so much faster compared to then. And back then I used to be able to do I think 2 chapters a day. Now I could probably do, if I'm not working, I could do 5, 6 chapters a day. Depending on the series, obviously, if it's monthly or weekly. But a lot of the series that I'm planning to adapt are weekly length chapters. So my hope is, after I'm finished with One Punch Man and I start on the other series that I have planned, being Siren, Hunter x Hunter, Climber, Innocent Rogue, Holy Land, Berserk, Noragami, Magi, and more. There's more in that list, but I can't remember them all now. I'm hoping I'll have a huge backlog, so that if something does show up and I have to do a lot of overtime at work for say a month, I still have a month's worth of videos scheduled. So that say in the weekend, as I edit 10 chapters and have them scheduled, and then on the weekdays edit 2 chapters a day. Like I say, just so I'll always have that flow of videos to be ahead. So that and it'll always keep building up as well, because it's weekly videos for a long time. Daily videos, I mean, sorry, for a long time. And that flow will just keep going, so that when I do have a holiday, there's still videos being uploaded while I'm away. When I'm working and I'm busy working, not at my house or somewhere else, or for whatever reason, if I'm ill for a few days, if I'm burnt out for a few, and I need a break for 2 weeks or a week, then I'll always have videos still coming out. That's the plan. Because I want to be, when I start Hunter x Hunter again, I want to be active like every single day. I don't want to miss a day of uploading. Essentially, January 2026 onwards until 2020, not 2020, 2045, something around those lines. I want to just have videos forever.
これ
But we'll see how that goes.
忘れ物よ。
Yeah, burnout will always happen. But I want to make sure that I combat it. Because obviously in the past, I always just disappeared. A lot of it wasn't due to burnout, to be fair. I don't think I've ever been burnt out yet. A lot of the disappearances have been due to work. The first disappearance was because when I got the job, and then it was exams, doing my masters and everything. And then I came back for a little bit, and then I disappeared again. And then I came back, obviously earlier this year, when I reallocated and had like break between the 2 jobs. I purposefully took 2 months off between the new job that I got, so I can push out some videos and relax a little bit. Obviously, I came back, pushed out a lot of videos, even videos during my first 2 months or so of work, and then I just disappeared again for like 5 months or so, 7 months, because I started picking up overtime, and it was just, I was burnt out from like work, which affected the videos. I think the breaks would have been so much less if I didn't, if I'd planned for a lot of the stuff. Like my Hunter x Hunter Chimera Arc adaptation, I released it all in January. I was releasing 5 chapters a day. If I'd kind of spaced that out and released it daily, I could have had videos in January, February, March, and the videos that I edited in February and March, I could have released in April, and the gap would have only been, and then still release the Loki and other fights that I did like throughout May, June, July, and the gap would have only been a few months rather than 7, 8 months. But yeah, is what it is. It's a learning curve. Something I learned from.
おお、助かった。あ、今日は鍋にしたい気分だったんだよ。鍋に白菜は欠かせないからな。
But yeah, we'll see how it goes. Right now, I'm optimistic that I'm going to be able to follow the plan, because I don't think I'm going to be picking up overtime as much anymore. I only picked it because I needed, like, obviously moved to a new place and job and everything, and obviously wanted to have good standing with the managers, and also just to have the extra bit of money as well. Now that I have it, I'll do the small glimpses here and there when I'm doing like 2-3 hours overtime a week, but it won't be as busy as it was. Like 2 weeks ago, I was doing like 60 hours a week. Yeah, I won't do that anymore.
他に私に言うべきことがあるんじゃないの？
え、白菜ありがとう。
But like I say, I'll see how it goes. Because the time that I spent on overtime, I would have had so many videos out by now. I would have started and finished, caught up to Hunter x Hunter. I would have finished Siren. I would have finished so much. But yeah, that's the thing that I'm kind of glad when I'm doing Siren. A lot of the videos that I already did in the first 60 odd chapters of Siren are blocked worldwide from the OSTs that I'd used. So I'm gonna change the OSTs and re-upload it on my other channel, and I have like a month or 2 months worth of videos as backlog uploading whilst I'm editing other chapters. So that gives me a heads up as well, like early heads up. So I'm not like playing catch up. The only videos that I'll have to edit after I'm finished with with the One Punch Man is the Hunter x Hunter ones, which do take longer than a normal chapter just because there's so much dialogue. Because the normal weekly chapter video is like 7 minutes long, 7-8 minutes long, max 10 minutes. But with Hunter x Hunter, the average is around 10 minutes long, with some being 15 minutes long, just because of the heavy dialogue, especially in the Succession arc. I think I have 20 odd videos that I have to upload, and I'm doing the volumes for Hunter x Hunter. I'm not doing chapters that haven't been volumed yet. Maybe when there's new chapters, I'll do these weekly. But for now, if I'm doing, since I'm not playing like catch up or anything, I'll wait for a new volume to come out to do the last, I think, 10 chapters. And then if there's new chapters that do come out, since Togashi's been uploading on Twitter and his progress and everything, if a new chapter does come out, I might do it the day that it drops or the day after or something, depending on my availability. But yeah, fingers crossed.
違うでしょ。
See how that goes.
お店の会計を私に押し付けて逃げたことをちゃんと詫びなさいよ。
ああ、忘れてた。ごめん。
Yeah, but I'm very excited. Like I say, very, very excited. I've got I want to do the tutorial on how to do motion manga as well. Seems like a few people were interested when I did a poll on the on my basically my main channel. So I'll definitely record a proper tutorial on how I do my editing. Motion for now, just the usual, just this type of video where it's just normal motion manga. And then later I'll do like how I do the full motioning after I drop the Orochi and Garo video, and I'll start recording when I'm editing as well, so that I have some footage to show case. And then when I do and release it, I'll hopefully do a tutorial on how I like motion characters, make them run, make them kick, make them so on and so forth. That's like a project that I'm doing in the background.
しかもまた話の途中で言っちゃうし。
話してたっけ？
らしい。
何か話
I got it a little bit. I'll move these slightly.
何か話してたっけ？
ほら、やっぱり聞いてなかった。とにかく今回の件は一つ貸しだから覚えときなさいよ。覚えときなさいよ。
And the annoying thing is that so many OSTs that I have that I want to use are blocked worldwide. That's the annoyance that I have. I had to delete so many OSTs from my folder because I end up wasting so much time, like choosing an OST, going to YouTube, uploading it. Oh, it's blocked worldwide. Having to delete the OST, replace it, find it with something else, and it ends up being like nearly an hour of just checking OSTs. So rather than keeping them on my folder, I'm just deleting all the OSTs that are blocked worldwide. Tries to take some time, but that will speed up the process of selecting OSTs. But obviously, I need to find new OSTs, and on top of that, I want to get into making my own OSTs. Obviously, I don't have time for that, but I do want to get into that as a hobby. I've got a piano, not a proper like detailed piano to make OSTs with, but obviously the softwares that have a lot of variations of like keys, notes, and so on and so forth. So I think it's possible to do OSTs with that. And Samuel Kim, if that's his name correctly, did a tutorial back, I don't know, a few years ago when he used to be active, of how he does his OSTs. I think I learned from that and use the similar softwares that he does and try to create OSTs. But that's like in a long-term plan kind of thing.
よ。
実力的にかなわないと知ったはずなのになぜまだ付きまとう。こいつも弟子入り志願者なのか。
Because it help with like not obviously no one is gonna block the OST if I made it myself. And then even in addition to that, to just making the OST, I could even release the OSTs on Spotify as like extra side income.
先生の労力が増すのは厄介だ。それだけは絶対にそれだけは絶対に阻止しなければ。高速接近反応。何か来る。
That's not what he's saying.
先生の労力が増すのは厄介だ。それだけは絶対に阻止しなければ。
I'll stop it here. That's definitely what he didn't say the same thing in anime and manga, but he must not overcome. I must prevent that. I'll end it here. That's a bit of time, and then I'll just
闇雲に探して白菜ありが
やっぱり聞い
明日のは厄介だ。それだけは弟子入り志願者なのか。先生のそれだけは絶対先生の労力が増す。こいつも弟子入り志願者。
覚えときなさいよ。
実力的にかなわないと知ったはずなのになぜまだ付きまとう。
what does she want? So that wasn't included in there. What does she want? I'll reduce it slightly. Yeah, see.
こいつも弟子入り志願者なのか。先生の労力が増すのは厄介だ。それだけは絶対に阻止しなければ。労力が増すのは厄介だ。それだけは絶対に阻止しなければ。
It doesn't say the exact same thing, but it's around the same line. So I hate when they did that. Episode 2, there wasn't that much change between the manga, dialogue, and fighting wise. Episode 1, there was a decent amount of cuts. I think it's nice to see the comparison between the anime and the manga when I'm doing this, because when there's no dialogue from the anime, it's just blank and then no one's saying anything. Episode 1 had a lot of that towards the end, especially. because episode 1 ended on the same panel on the same ending as the episode in the anime. But it was 26 minutes long without an opening or an ending, which obviously just means that the anime cut out a lot of content. I didn't do the bonus chapter. I don't know why Nagai's decided to adapt the bonus chapters as well. I don't see a point. I might do like a anthology type thing where I'll just release the extra chapters as clips rather than anything else. But I just don't see the point of making it in a video. It's nice, fan service, but the content that he cut is worth more than the bonus chapters that he's adding. So I'm avoiding out of the bonus chapters. So without the bonus content at the end of episode 1, with what's his name? I forget his name. But the ninja guy. It's 26 minutes long. Whilst the anime was 24 minutes long with an opening, ending, and that end content, which is basically like 3 to 4, basically 4 minutes. So 20 minutes of content that they adapted. And I got 26 minutes worth of content. So I cut out 6 minutes worth of content so far on just episode 1. Episode 2, they didn't really cut out that much. It was basically 1-to-1. Everything 1-to-1. Apart from like a few sentences here and there, but that's expected. Episode 3, this one I'm doing right now, has a lot of cuts. Like a lot of cuts. Again, towards the ending, a few dialogue changes in the during this segment, but I think towards the end, a lot more cuts. I'll rearrange this because and then I'll do this. Okay, let's see how this one looks like. Jesus. What did he say after this? Talks about his injuries. I'll leave the until later. Maybe he does say it somewhere. It ceased moving, but this is all cut. See, it ceased moving, but it is close. Such a powerful energy reading. Bam, 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 bam. And it is beneath the building. But with my injuries, I can barely fight. I think this is where he starts talking, where he talks about his injuries. Yeah, and then I'll get rid of the and let's start here. And here, okay.
バングとその兄は負傷。吹雪では相手がレベル鬼以上だった場合、やられる。はい、やられる可能性が高い。先生は財布を失った精神的ダメージが深刻だ。現状まともに戦えるのはキング、敵が接近している。 外で迎え撃て。
Ugh, again. More content. Only you can fight.
キング
Okay.
敵が接近している。
Only you can fight, King. And then I'll just put this here.
敵が接近している。外で迎え撃て。 ここで
I'll keep it here. I'll push her until here because he does say a bit more than just her in the manga, and then I'll start the dialogue here. I wonder what's going to be like for the episodes 4, 5, 6. 6 they got a lot of content as well because I think my pacing is going to be slower. Where obviously they're doing 12 episodes. I think mine is going to end up being like 13 episodes. I was a bit scared after the last episode. Because the last episode ended at 23 and 20 seconds. With the same end, well, with more adapted than this episode 2. Because episode 2 in the anime ended right in the middle of the fight. But I added more content and ended it at the end of the fight. There was not much content anyway, so it was only like 3 minutes worth. Repeated the content a bit here to explain the limit. So it's a smooth dialogue rather than just starting out of nowhere. But it's only like the first 20 seconds or something that's repeated for the last episode. Like up to here, basically. Yeah, 30 seconds. And it's just the dialogue boxes that I cut. Like, I left the Garu things cut out, and I didn't cut those out. Just the dialogue on its own. So that, yeah, the conversation about the limiter flows smoothly.
ここで戦うわけにはいかない。なんで早く外へ。ちょっと待って。ちょっと待って。早く外へ。なんで早く外へ。ちょっと待って。ちょっと待って。押さないで。どういうこと？安心しろ。敵は一体だ。なんで
I don't like King scenes in this series, like at all. When King shows up and when Saitama shows up, they both just ruin the series for me. I think this manga would have been a 7 out of 10 if it wasn't for Saitama and King. They both ruined the story so much for me. Specifically Saitama, because everything else, like the monster arc, I like so much just because there wasn't as much of a fixation on Saitama. Because Garu is my favorite character in the series. I caught up to the manga in the morning. Literally in the morning, because I dropped it after the arc after the Monster Association arc. I'm not really interested in the series apart from Garu. He's the only one that kept me interested. Because I don't want to follow Saitama's journey. He doesn't have a journey. He's just jokes that aren't funny. Yeah. I was hoping that's why I was hoping the adaptation for this season is on the same level as season 2. Because it was a good adaptation in season 2. But yeah, I got screwed over. Got a shit adaptation that doesn't move instead, which is unfortunate.
怪人が来たようなのでキングに任せました。うわ。
玄関玄関の前にいた。お客さんです。
I think right now I'm constrained with the way that I'm doing One Punch Man season 3 because I'm trying to follow, like I'm doing it at a very quick pace because I'm trying to catch up to the anime. But when I start season 4, because I'm definitely starting season 4 straight away. Not straight away, but like it's not like I'm gonna drop it, wait for season 4 to come out, and then do my season 4 alongside it. I'm probably gonna start it straight away ish. I'm gonna do like a proper storyboarding where I go through and decide what chapter, what content goes into each episode, create an opening that moves. So just find specific clips through season 2. Not season 2, sorry, season 4. And just make the images move and make an opening. And then make an ending as well. Ending is a bit easier, but we'll see how that goes.
お客さんです。
キング、マレキ入れてどうする？入れてどうする？入れてどうする？入れてどう？入れてどう？入れてどうする？入れてどうする？
Here's it. But I lost it. I lost what it is. I should have saved it. Oh well.
待て待て。またひどく壊れたな。
What's worrying is that I'm already about to hit the 10-minute mark. Hmm. What does he say here? I wonder if he says it later. I'll drag this over here. And then I'll put this here, because I think that's what he says here. Yeah. I'll put this here. Put this, put it here, put this, put it here. I think I will cut this, extend the scene a little bit, because it is a reveal. I'll make it this instead of Sorry.
知り合い？助かった。
なぜここに？
ちょっと気になっ。
なぜここに？
And why are you armed? And I'll put this here. And then this here.
知り合い？助かった。
And then this here.
ちょっと気になっての。
There's some good OSTs that I'm listening to so far. I haven't used any of these at all. But that's a lot of good OSTs. I'm looking forward to using those. What did you say? I was worried about you. And I don't know why I left it like this. I'll just do this. Edit. So this is cut. So let's just do. I came to check on you. Put this here. Put this here.
直したばかりなのに再び救難信号が届いてたもんじゃからたまにはわしが状況を確かめようと思っての
心配をおか
思っての
And put this here. And put this here. I'm definitely a bit slower today, doing this edit compared to my usual. I didn't do any editing yesterday. And
心配を
but I'm hoping at least to finish this episode today. Because usually it doesn't take this long. But I'm so tired that it's just taking me twice the amount that it usually does.
心配をおかけしてすみませんもう負けないと
I think I'll just delete this because
言った矢先に
壊れ
もう負けないと言った矢先に
驚いた性能も火力もかなり向上させたはずなんじゃがまあ気にせんでいい
whoops.
まあ気にせんでいい大事なことは勝つことより生きることじゃしてお主をそこまで破壊した敵はい
つもど いつも通り埼玉先生が
Yeah, because it's a heavy dialogue. I think I'll be able to reach the 23-minute mark without opening and ending. Hopefully. So I think the 23 mark is the ideal spot.
そうかお主がそうかお主がゼノスの師匠埼玉くんかそうかお主がゼノスの師匠そうかお主がゼノスの師匠埼玉くんか一度会ってみ
Jesus.
師匠埼玉くんか
I think one thing I realized when I was editing episode 2, they didn't. Obviously, they adapted 1-to-1, but they stretched out a lot of scenes. Like Garu in the dining room, that was stretched out way longer than it. I don't like this pacing. I mean, that's probably like one of the lower end issues that I have with the anime, but the pacing has ruined the ability to watch it. It's not about being too fast or too slow with the content that they adapt, because obviously they adapt in a chapter or so an episode, but that's expected because the chapters, especially at the beginning of the Monster Association arc, are 100 plus chapters, panels. So yeah, so I'm not surprised that they're not adapting so many chapters so far, but the thing that I'm surprised about is the way that Nagai has done his storyboard, where the manga was fine with the pacing when they switched to Zombie Man and so on and so forth throughout the dialogues, where it didn't feel forced and unnatural, but the way that Nagai switches from scene to scene isn't cohesive enough and doesn't transition well enough, especially since he changed the transition himself to accommodate the media that he's doing. But all it does is just make it awkward to watch, because they're talking about something, it cuts to Zombie Man for like 5 seconds, from what it seems like it's a anticlimactic end, and it goes back to talking, and it's just like, what is happening? There was no need for stuff like that. And on top of that, certain scenes are extended way longer than they need to be, where we're just staring at a hot pot scene, they're just staring at it for 20 seconds, and then when they did the OSTs, they did 10 OSTs from memories in one scene, in one sequence, and like literally 20 seconds there were like 10 different OSTs. Just jarring to listen to. And then Garo, when he was eating, that was extended way longer than it should have. Especially since they're not doing something like amazing with the storyboarding. It's just a normal scene, a normal anime storyboard, but the pacing just ruins the momentum of watching. Of how long. Obviously, the decision of to stretch out specific scenes is to meet the quota of how long the episode is, but it's just feels like rather than extending the scene to make it longer, just adapt the content that you're cutting out. I don't get it.
一度会ってみたか。一度会ってみた。ってみたか。
土足やめてくんないない。
こりゃ失礼。
Thankfully, I've been getting the chance to use some Detective Conan OSTs, which has been nice. Like this says, audio-wise, I have up to 19 minutes, but I definitely have more than 19 minutes worth of content. I don't think if it's like a lot of more than 19 minutes, probably up to here, 23, maybe a bit more, maybe a bit less. But yeah, it's definitely not 19 minutes. But then again, there's a lot like this is cut. Specifically, this sequence in here is cut. Somewhere in there. Okay. And this dialogue, I think, a decent chunk of it was cut, but yeah. Ugh.
わしはくせえの。もともとわしがない機械工学者で、わけあって今はゼヌスの正義活動をサポートする。俺は埼玉。俺は埼玉。俺は埼玉。サポ。
Yeah, it's picking out some of the volume. I was just wondering if it's picking out any of the OSTs because I changed this as I started the stream, but it looks like it's picking out something. I just it's really quiet right now. And I have it really quiet just because I can't be it's not in the mood for loud OSTs. Oh.
俺は埼玉。埼玉。俺は埼玉。よろしく。よろしく。
そうか。ゼヌスにこんな立派な師匠ができたとは感慨深いのう。わしとゼ
I feel myself passing out right now. I could probably sleep on stream right now. Maybe I'll I mean, I'll push as much as I can. Best case scenario, well, I might go for a nap. But I want to stay a bit longer. Only been an hour.
わしとゼノスが出会った頃は
迎えに来てもらえてよかったな。
わしとゼノスが出会った頃は
迎えに来てもらえてよかったな、ジェノス。じゃあ部屋も狭いんで、ここら辺で解散ってことで。またなくせーの。
博士、要点だけ20文字以内でお願いします。
I think I'll stream more often in here. I mean, maybe. Holy, I'm literally about to pass out.
まあそう言わずに例の埼玉くんの家だと思って手土産があるんじゃ。
先生、
干したばかりなのに蓋を見ようとじゃが埼玉こりゃは癖が立派な。
迎えに来てもらえてよ。またなくせーの。
博士、要点だけ20文字以内でお願いします。
まあそう言わずに例の埼玉くんの家だと思って手土産。まあそう言わずに例の埼玉くんの家だと思って究極のプレミ
します。
手土産があるんじゃ。
先生用の強化パ
手があるんじゃ。手土産があるんじゃ。
Yeah, holy shit. I'm gonna go nap. It's been a fairly quiet stream. Fairly quick stream, nothing much happening. But I'm literally about to fall asleep. Just staring and everything. So I'll go for a nap and I'll probably stream again later tonight. After my nap. Thanks again for the support. Especially the people that are still watching and active on this channel and keeping an eye on this channel, despite me kind of leaving it. I'll do not a comeback of sorts, but I'll do my streams in here from now on. And then once my other channel that I'm using right now to upload my Motion Manga videos gets taken down, I'll move the content to here until this gets taken down, and then I'll move to somewhere else. Rather than have like 20 channels open at the same time that have this similar content. That's why I stopped just separating everything. I'll just do it all in one place. But yeah, I'll probably make like a proper video on my main channel, just going over like what I'll just call it MISD's return or something. I'll probably make it towards the middle of next month, just so that there's a bit of content. I don't want to say I'm back when I might disappear again. So I'll do it when there's a bit of content, either middle of next month or January, where I just really say I'm back, the projects that are going to be coming up over the next year, what's planned for the obviously 15 year that I showed earlier, what I've done so far, the journey that I've had so far, and then, but yeah. My anniversary of editing is around like 5th of June or something, or 5th of July or 3rd of July, something like that. 6th of July, I think, is when I started editing Motion Manga videos. So that's the date that I'm aiming for of another celebration video. I don't know what I'll release then, whether it's on this channel or somewhere else, but yeah, I do want something on that day, and I'll have a think over what I want to do, obviously for the fans, for you guys. Appreciation of like supporting me for 8 years, because the next anniversary will mark the 8th year, and then I'll think over, but obviously won't commit to anything of what to do for my 10th year, because 9th year will just be something simple. 8th, but the 10th year of editing is something to celebrate. But that's not until July 2028, so there's a bit of time to think over what I want to do. I wish I could upload videos that are longer than 12 hours, Because I do want to edit and release a 24-hour long video, but it's not possible on YouTube unless I split it into 2 parts and upload part 1, part 2. But at that point, that's not really the point. So rather than that, I might just edit a 12-hour long video. Whether it's a whole series, whether it's a whole arc, whatever it may be, that's what I want to do for the for my 10th year. And it might end up being Oyasami Pompon, honestly, because I think that's 10 hours to read the whole thing. And one of my anniversaries, definitely I'm going to read Oyasami Pompon. It might be this anniversary, where I just edit the whole series and release that as a video. Just the whole Oyasami Pompon. Because I think that will be 12 hours long. Because I think from memories, that's a weekly series. So it should be around 10 minutes each chapter or so. And an hour of volume. And I believe it has 6 or 7 volumes. So that should hit the 8 to 9 hour mark. 10 maximum. Should be in the 12-hour frame. So that might be what I'll do for the 8th anniversary. Where I just release all of Oyasami Pompon as one video, and I'll try to keep doing that on a regular basis to celebrate specific occasions. I'll try for my birthday do something similar as well, where I release a full series as one video. But it'll depend on my workload coming up, because it's 5 months away, and I might be editing to have a backlog of a long amount of fights. Because right now I have a backlog of 2 months worth of videos when I start Siren. But when I start Hunter x Hunter, I want to have a bigger backlog. So that when I finish with Hunter x Hunter, I'll have around 3 months worth of backlog. So that I have 2 months extra. So that I can essentially only have 40 or so chapters and finish Siren during its first 2 weeks of releasing the first block of chapters. Finish editing and edit something else, or do like my my birthday upload, whatever series that I might do. But yeah, I've got a lot of plans, and the Excel sheet that I showed earlier of all the series that all the videos that I want to do isn't definitive. And when I say isn't definitive, I don't mean I'm not going to do these. I mean there may be more, and the order isn't definitive. That's what I'll say. Except Hunter x Hunter and Siren, that's definitive. After that, the order I say isn't definitive, because I'm still thinking about it, and I think right now the idea is that I won't. But an idea came to me in the morning when I was just kind of thinking through the videos that I'm going to be releasing, and it's to have it be on a series a day, where I'm releasing weekly videos, and have like Monday for Hunter x Hunter, Tuesday for Siren, Wednesday for The Climber, Thursday for Vagabond, Friday for whatever other series that I have down the list, Noragami and Magi, so on and so forth. And Sunday, obviously, for One Punch Man Season 4, and then maybe Hunter x Hunter Season 2, and then maybe Siren Season 1, and so on and so forth. But I think I'll keep it daily, a series focus, while I'm doing it. Because you don't want to wait a week for a chapter when it's already released weekly years ago. So I think right now I'm leaning more towards just daily. So I'll have when I start. Let's go back a little bit. I finish this. When I start Hunter x Hunter, it'll just be daily Hunter x Hunter without anything else in the background. And then when I start Siren, I think I'll start Hunter x Hunter during some of the One Punch Man videos, so easing into the series rather than just out of nowhere switching and adding Hunter x Hunter. But when I start Siren, I think the schedule will change a little bit, where I'll have Monday to Saturday being Siren videos, and then Sunday being the One Punch Man season 4 videos, which I'll hopefully get done and ready to release in February on the Sundays. Obviously, the plan is to finish all the episodes before airing, just as much as I can get done, and then I could do the rest whilst it's airing. Because then it'll be 6 episodes of whatever main series, what with a season on top of it, and then by the time that finishes, that will be basically around, because it'll start here. It'll be 6 times. How many? Probably 13. Say 80. Around this mark, which is around May. Yeah, that seems about right. Around May, the season will end. The season will end for One Punch Man. The Siren videos will keep going. But then the Sunday will be replaced with Hunter x Hunter season, which will go on for another 80 odd. So go to here, and it will take a bit of time from the Climber, a few weeks into the Climber. There'll be a few more. Either that or the Sunday will be replaced by clips from the One Punch Man series in general. So I might give it a little bit of breathing time between seasons, so it's not it jumps straight into the next season. I might do clips like, I don't know, Saitama Meets God, Garu Awakens, like stuff like that, essentially. Where similar to the clips that sometimes you may see on YouTube for anime, it'll just be manga style clips, specific moments in manga form. So I'll do that as like an in-betweener between seasons on Sundays, sometimes releasing chapters on Sundays, until once Siren finishes and I get to the Climber, I'll do Hunter x Hunter as the season that starts, sometimes in July, the summer season, quote unquote. So until the season 2, and I'll just compile. I already have one video that I did do a while back. Where is the video that I did? Just to get an idea. I think that's always been my plan, but I just never had the time. Yeah, Mission Express, because I already have like the layout and everything. I've got this as my opening, quote unquote. I think I added my own. Obviously, I want to make my own opening, but I'll use this as inspiration. Because whilst the Hunter x Hunter's going through, so that's volume covers that are going through, so I can get volume covers and have them spray out through this, and volume covers that are important to the arc, I'd say. So that showcases all the characters that are present in this arc. I think I'll keep the song, but I'll just redo the editing. Or maybe I'll just use this. But I think I'll redo the editing. But yeah. Or I might just end up using this, because this is already good enough. Because it runs for like there, and I got the title screen, same format as Hunter x Hunter. So yeah, I've got episode 1 done already, with no ending, and it might be the same for the rest. But yeah, that's the plan. So hopefully I could do that and I get to that, but we'll see how that goes. Like I say, I've already got the content done in chapter form, so it's just compiling chapters into episodic features and just having a good ending. Because I think this ends. I don't think this ends at the end of a chapter. For memories, let's look at one chapter for reference. Playlist. Where's Succession Arc? Never mind, it does. It covers both the first two chapters. Because I think with this pacing, I'll be able to do these two as one episode, obviously, as shown. These two is 1.7, 0.8 episode. And then some of the remaining of this, all of this, and some of this, and then the rest of this with this as one episode. So it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 with the missing chapter. Hopefully I can upload it somehow. 8. 8, maybe 8 including this, so it'll be all the way to head. So 4 chapters. Yeah, it'll be 4 chapters. Up to here, there'll be 8, and then 9, including this. Because this is 12, 16, say 17. With the opening, which is around 1 minute and 20 seconds, say 19 and a half, and I still have 4 minutes and 30 seconds. But if I go 4 minutes into this, yeah, maybe around here is when the next episode ends. Holy shit. It'll be like 9 episodes, and then rest. We'll see how long that season ends up being. I'm guessing it'll be 12. And then I'll do like a core 1 ending, and then I'll start core 2, and so on and so forth. Because there's a lot of chapters still left after this, like 20. Which should be enough to, again, make another 12 episodes. So it should be enough for a 24 episode season, but we'll see how that goes. But yeah, thank you so much for the support, and I'll talk to you guys later. I'm gonna go for a nap because I'm knackered, and I'll go back to editing after my nap. See ya.